Tommy, because he's the one who is not going to recommend me. I already know that. So Tommy, let's talk about you.
What is it that you wanted to know, Miss Alex?
Well, I want to know, why did you choose me? I want to know, why do you want to be dispatcher? I want to know what gaps you still have, and would you recommend me or not? And be honest, because you're representing big boys here. So let's see.
Right. I'll be extremely transparent. I went through, or I reviewed about 3 or 4 different dispatch services. Couldn't understand why did she seem so aggressive while teaching. Most people might panic, might become timid while, you know, an instructor is being aggressive. But what I was able to distinguish between you and other trainers is that you put people on information overload. So I'd rather have more than enough information versus a lack of information. And then you're very hands-on. And I think for me, that's the part that sealed the deal, because of the fact that you're very hands-on. I don't want to mention other trainer names. However, I would go through, look at their YouTube video, and you know, you can only find maybe 1 or 2 where they're interacting with the class. Everything else is just kind of look like it's pulled from the internet. With you can literally go on Google, find you, literally go on YouTube, find you, other, you know, platforms, find you, and see your work. And that was my decision. I got family members that's truck drivers, 3 in particular, that have been, it's about a total of 40 years of trucking experience. So they kind of been talking to me about this for about 2 years now. So it's like, okay, I'll see what dispatching is about, since I'm familiar with being on the phone, building relationships, going out, literally, you know, basically bringing out or asking for the business. So some of those, I think, traits that I have with previous work experiences is what made it the final decision for me.
What did you do before, Tommy?
Underwriter, a business underwriter, also automotive underwriter. So I had to get out in the field. I had to ask for business. I had to be on the phones. So the phones, I'm not afraid of the phones. Like, you know, smile and dial was you know, the key, or what they would tell us to do. And pretty much,
so your communication skills are there. I mean, you know, that the difference is, you know, when you say aggressiveness, well, this is because this is really dynamic. And it's a lot of things which you need to connect. So actually, yeah, I'm direct just because why, guys? Today we were only trying to post 2 trucks. So at some point, I dispatched 19 reefers, Tommy, right? So I did not have time. I had to cut through the nonsense right away. So my brain got so organized. And this is actually not aggressiveness. It comes from me loving truck. And so don't take it as angriness, but take it as directness and no BS attitude, just because I don't have time to waste. I want to make sure I protect my career, right? So sometimes, believe me, when I need to make deal, Marilyn saw yesterday, when we need to make sure we got those 2 loads, well, you see me sweet talking, believe it or not. Every time I go make a deal with somebody, I am in sales. I'm a real estate. I'm insurance agent. You want to see me sweet talk? Sign up for other classes, not dispatch, and you're going to see different Alex, right? But I do believe that foundation steps and understanding what is no-go, it's a must. Also, Tommy, you want to come to this, you have family members, that operational cost homework has to be done. Take the time, talk to them, go through those numbers and show them reality. That would be a great practice before you even go to any of my classes or anything, just because you do have family members, right?
Yeah, 3 to be exact.
3. So do it 1 at a time. Ask them to give you, can I see your rates for the last 2 weeks? That would be first a great homework for you. Secondary, you're gonna catch, are they waiting for the last minute? Are they working with the same broker over and over? Are their deadheads are too high, or what's going on? So you are actually so lucky to have 3 members. I know it's gonna take you time, but if you do the same homework with the loads for each of them for 2 weeks at least, right? If you go through operational cost and see the reality, believe me, this is like jumping ahead of everybody else because you have real data too, you know?
Yeah.
So I would suggest that.
Okay.
Okay. So in the end, Tommy, are you going to recommend my class?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we're going kind of opposite from where we have to go, but let's see. What is going to be also crucial before we call, right, Doreen? So if we're gonna even take this load first, look at this. We have 133 miles deadhead. So what time realistically can we be in that Newman, Georgia?
Realistically, we can be there around, let's say it's 12 o'clock in that area. So
we are delivering at 12 o'clock. We only delivering. We are reefer. We need to give him 3 hours. So we're going to be empty at 3 p.m. By the time we're going to get to Noonan, another 3 hours, right? So
Yes.
6 p.m.
Right.
Is it a dry load or reefer load?
It's a reefer load.
It's a reefer load. Okay, let's call because maybe it is going to be chicken and then what? And they pick up late. So we can pick up. It's not that many miles. It's going to be all about the price. But what is going to be most important? If you're going to Noonan, Georgia, right? Want to make sure that if you're going to be there on tomorrow, right? Wednesday, are there going to be any loads going where? We still need to end up in Texas, and we'd better end up close to Dallas, right? So let's see. Are there going to be loads close by? We have Atlanta to Dallas. We have Georgia. So we don't have that many loads. Would we call this? Well, we're going to call so you can practice. But realistically, would you want to go away from your desired destination on Friday before Christmas with area where it's only kind of realistically only 3 loads and they don't even pay? Do you see the process? Right? But let's call and see what are the details because we need to practice. If making more sense today?
Yes, a
Yes.
lot more sense.
Okay.
And maneuvering the multitasking, yes, between the different the map and checking the rate and checking the credit. Yeah.
Everything, right? So finally, all those steps make sense.
Yes.
And so would you recommend my class?
100%. I would recommend your class.
I wasn't sure about that.
No. You're a great instructor. You are. You're a great instructor. You're tough, but you mean well, and you want us to really understand it, and that's important. That's the reason why I picked you in the first place. Kind of fell in my lap, but once I started listening, I said, wait, listen to how she's talking. She's just talking regular, like, explaining it so that everyone can understand. And then I just started putting the YouTube videos on repeat. So I'm listening in the car, listening everywhere, and I just decided to try it. Okay. I used to look at loads years ago for my husband, like 10 years, like when they were using paper logs, so I know I needed 100% start over, and I really didn't want to go with anyone that is just pretty much giving me the papers and telling me, look at this and you'll get it. It's good to have reviews, do the reviews, do some exercises, talk about it and so forth. It's good to do it.
Plus,
so
it's gonna be easier for you, Marilyn, because you
much
have
easier
information in front of you. You're gonna know
right.
what the driver did.
Right. It's so different from what it was way back then. It feels like way back then, but it's way different. And in a way it's easier, but in a way it's also harder because one part that we didn't do was, tracking the ELD as well. So I don't know how I'm going to squeeze that in as well. That's another, tab I have to have open. So
that's why it used to be easier to be dispatcher because what the drivers would do.
Right. They would have two books. They had to, yeah. They
Yeah,
had two books.
that's why it's easier. That's why now that understanding of hours of service is very important. Plus, again, just multitasking. You have all the skills. You have it. You have knowledge. You just need to pick it up and just put. So for you, what I recommend, again, put those steps in front of you and do not skip them.
Okay.
So thank you so much. Let's go to Tommy because he's the one who is.
What we have?
Go ahead. Like, it's in.
What kind of service do you provide?
Dispatch. I am calling you regarding the dispatch.
Okay, okay, go ahead.
Like, I will be providing you loads on the daily basis,
Okay.
on the weekly basis for your truck. Like, if your any truck will be empty, just send me the notification on the email, and I will be providing you loads for that. Like, I will be sending you 3 to 4 loads daily, and it's up to you which one you cover.
And where you guys located for?
We are located in Miami, Florida. It's like 666 West Flagler.
Okay, what's your company name?
It's SKT Freight. Our MC is 1461083.
Oh, so
What
you
was the MC?
MC is 1461083.
146 and what?
1083.
So you a trucking company as well?
You are a trucking company as well?
Yep, we are having like 2 trucks in Canada.
Oh, okay. You guys are out of USA?
Yeah, this one is our brokerage MC. Like print MC is different, which is working in Canada. That's like the Canada and US interface cross-border shipment.
So you
We are having 4 to 7 trucks as well.
So are you doing double broker?
So you do double brokering?
No. I am calling you regarding the dispatch. Send me your email and I will send you the notification. Like if I cover your any
How much are you
like
charging?
$2,000 load, then we charge like $49 after the load. The load will be booked on your entry from the broker.
So
I
like
have contact with the broker and they send me the loads on the daily basis and I will send you that on your email.
so you guys do flat rate dispatching or fixed rate?
Sorry, like really?
What kind of charges you like doing? Like you charge by
Yes,
percentage
like,
or by flat rate per load?
If it's a load of $700, then we charge $35. And if it's like more than nearly 2,000, then we charge $49.
So tell that you are
and it's
reefer and you want to have 14,000 a week. Can he give you that?
So I have a reefer trailer. So I based out of California. So how much you guys will make?
It's empty.
It's empty in Stockton, California.
But can you promise me 14,000 a week?
How much you think I can make in a gross? How much can you promise for me to make in a week?
In the week? Yeah, like our targets are nearly $10,000 in week.
10,000?
Like I will provide you $10,000 business.
But my friend making a $15,000 per week. How can you make me 10,000 only?
10,000 only. I can provide you more.
What's the
nothing to lose over here. It depends on you how much you can travel.
How much you paying? How much your carrier you paying of per mile rate? What's the mileage rate your carrier is getting?
Depend on what it's the reefer. Like reefer rate is nearly like $2.2 or something like that.
Okay, so to make 10,000, I have to drive 5,000 miles a week.
Yes, sir. And how much you can pay for the reefer?
To make $10,000, I have to drive 5,000 miles.
Do I have to drive 5,000 miles a week to make a $10,000? You said?
No. Yeah. Yep. Like nearly that.
So how can I legally run 5,000 miles in a week? It's not legal. 5,000 miles in a week, single guy can make it? Do you think so?
No, I didn't. Well, I have even one driver in Texas, who does the business of $12,000 in
He's a solo driver?
like he worked on $2.5 and I provided him the business of
Okay, give
12,000.
him a speech and tell him stop killing trucking industry.
Okay, man, this is not fair. You guys.
Let's check broker check right here. What was MC one more time?
MC is 102-1117.
21117. Okay. Load gurus. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. See, also not approved. RTS did not approve. OTR not approved. Okay, you want to check one more time on Loves? Let's check Loves because it's another factoring company. So let's see. So let's see if that's gonna be approved. Okay. Well, so unfortunately, you have to give me the number one more time because I tried not to.
It's
Yeah.
102-1117.
F.
Ooh.
So load gurus are not approved with nobody, right, Doreen? And what is
Right.
that? What is that has for them as a credit?
24.
Yeah, it had 24.
24. So even by that, they are 24, and we don't
Yeah.
take anybody 90. But answer the question to Maureen, because that question should not be even asked, Maureen, after my class. Are we checking brokers on debt credit, on truck stop credit? Yes or no?
No.
Doreen?
No, we definitely
Why
not.
not? Why not? Because every carrier has exactly factoring, and only if this broker approved by each carrier's factoring, you can book the load. That's your. Sometimes what happens? You know what happens? Again, remember I gave you example of that broker, Redwood. Look at this, Redwood. Okay, here, Redwood multimodal. They are here C, right? So if you have a carrier who has Loves, they are at C. If you have the carrier who has OTR, look at this, they are approved. If you have a carrier who has RTS, this same, so see, they are at D. So you might have 3 different guys. 2 of them you are able to book the load with that guy, but if another one has RTS, you cannot. So biggest mistake sometimes what we do during when we have 3 little guys, right? And everybody has a different factor, and you think, oh, I just check him on ATR, that means it's good. No, no, and no. Okay, you have to always log in for this carrier factoring. Okay, yeah. No, how you gonna know which factoring carrier is using?
Well, you can see that in a carrier packet.
Gonna be able to even work with the carrier if you do not have set up for the carrier, Marilyn. So tell me, what is gonna be in a carrier setup?
Oh, okay.
Doreen, what is going to be there? First, we're gonna have a cover page, right? With all
Yeah,
our
you know how you cover
information.
page.
Carrier information, physical address, MC, USDOT, tax ID. We're gonna have email and the phone number. Second page is gonna be what?
Insurance, you're gonna have
Authority, proof of authority.
MC, because we're gonna have exactly when they got activated. A lot of people, let's say they call Dorian and say, oh, I have my company for 2 years. He might have truck for 2 years. He might even pay $300 6 months ago, but he only activated 5 days ago. That's why you need a proof of authority to see exactly the date, because from that date, that's when it counts 30 days, 60 days, 90, right? So we need that? Yes. The broker's gonna make sure that you send them that? Yes, or that you have to attach. Second one is what? COI, certificate of insurance. Yes, because they need to know that policy exists. Who is the producer? Who is the agent? When is it ending? And what are the limits? So certificate of insurance. And the next one, NOA, notice of assignment. Good job, Doreen. So that tanker END, endorsed. Dorian, what does it mean? What this driver can do?
That mean a driver can drive tanker deliveries, tanker loads.
What does it mean, tanker loads? END, IND, END.
What
is
it mean for tanker loads is anything higher than a tanker, a trailer.
But we don't have a tanker trailer, so why would we advertise it? We have dry van, Dorian. Right?
Right, right.
So
So
that means that we have tanker commodities which can still go to dry van, which can still go to reefer, which can still go on flatbed. What does those command? For example, batteries. Batteries is a tanker commodity because if you have accident, well, they can expose, right? For example, liquid, right? If detergent, the one we wash the clothes, it is a tanker commodity because it has some chemicals, but the chemicals which is not exploding, right? For example, paint, regular paint, it is a tanker commodity. So that means that this guy has endorsement on his CDL, right? And he can drive this. Do the shipper is gonna check and receiver gonna check when he's gonna go pick up? Yes, a lot of times they will ask driver to show CDL that he has that endorsement. If he's gonna get stopped at on the road, and let's say the shipper did not check, you lied to the brokers that he's tanker endorsed. If he's gonna get stopped and they look at the commodity and this is a tanker endorsed commodity and he doesn't have tanker endorsement, well, first it's out of service and it's a fine. So you don't want to lie about this, right? Secondary, is it hard to get? It's $5. Driver can go to any MVR, answer 25 questions, and that's it, added. Should your drivers do that? Yes, they should. Why? Because those loads pay more. Because not everybody has this, but it's very easy. $5 in DMV, answering 25 questions. Here's tanker endorsement. But Dorian, do we need to have a special insurance?
Yes.
yes.
No, the insurance stays the same because this is not a hazmat.
Right?
But if we talk about hazmat, what's happening? Now you need to have also safety permit for the company, right? So you're gonna have US DOT, MC, and safety permit, also $300. You have to apply which classes of hazmat you're gonna be hauling, right? And your driver has to have hazmat endorsement. To get hazmat endorsement, it's way harder because there is a stipulation. You have to go through background check. You have to be USA citizen nowadays, and you cannot have any felonies or any criminal record whatsoever to get that. So do you see the difference? Plus, what's happening right away? We have to have primary liability for how much?
500 million.
$5 million.
5 million.
Five. Instead of $5 million. So now are we understanding the difference between hazmat and tanker endorsed? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to other. We also have E-Tracks. I know that he has vertical E-Tracks. So E-Tracks. If he has E-Tracks for you, you don't have to put it down, but I know that he has 15 straps. So in this case, they are vertical. So I know that they are every 3 feet. Do I need to know that? Yes, I do. If they would be horizontal, Tommy, what do we have to ask? How many rows we have, right? Oh, swing doors. Swing doors. Everybody, come on. Let's finish this posting. Amen. You posting? We all
Yes,
post.
I posted from a different city because I'm delivering in a Weberville, Michigan tomorrow. So I'm looking a lot also for. So I posted my truck.
Okay, so you posted your stuff. So make sure you prepare because I want you to make phone calls. So prepare which load you want to call. You're gonna be calling next. Swing doors, wooden floors, right? Do we need to know that? So wooden floors. Wooden floors.
I like everything.
Okay, air ride, E-Tracks, whatever. So let's post. This is our first plan, right? What is your plan? Are you going anywhere or you open to some? What is your plan? Because posting everywhere is kind of not a good idea. So where do you want to go really?
So I don't know. That's why. Oh, I just checking the market condition map. I'm looking to go to the hot market area. So I'm thinking to go by Atlanta or Colorado or
Well,
Texas.
Atlanta is not a hot market area. Atlanta is dead. So let's go back to your posting.
Oh.
First, let's go to Google Maps. Where did you come from?
I am here. So I came from Pennsylvania.
Okay, we're in Pennsylvania. Let's put
So
let's put it on a map.
okay. So I'm going to be empty. So should I put first where I came from?
No, just keep Weberville, Michigan.
Okay.
Where are you
Okay.
coming from? Let's add. Where did you pick up your load?
I picked up in Syracuse, New York.
Okay, so let's Syracuse, New York. Okay. Let's switch. Let's flip it. Okay. Before New York, where did you come from?
So I went to Saxonburg first, where I delivered for last night.
Okay, so let's add. Okay. So okay, Saxonburg. Okay. Okay. Can you put the Saxonburg first then?
Okay. So here I pick it up in a
On the
Syracuse.
side. Okay, so you pick up in Syracuse. You first drop in Saxonburg and then Weberville. So you have one pick, two drops.
Yes.
Okay. Before Syracuse, New York, where did you come from? Let's add that. Where the load came from. Florida. Let's move Miami all the way up. Okay. Hold it. Okay. All the way up. Okay. Where you came to Miami from? Let's see these three loads. Okay. Go all done. So Miami to Pottsville, then Pottsville to Syracuse.
Syracuse. Yes.
And then Saxon. Okay. But before Miami, how did you get to Miami?
So I came from Geneva. Oh, sorry. It's a Warsaw, Indiana.
Okay, let's add that one because that was supposed to be your strong load. Why? Because we need to make sure that we calculate your rate per mile till tomorrow. So move that Warsaw, Indiana up before Miami. Our trip for how many loads? Warsaw to Miami, Miami to Pottsville, Pottsville to Syracuse. Was it load or was it deadhead?
Empty. Deadhead.
Empty. So that was a deadhead. And then you have two droppers. So let's calculate Warsaw to Miami. And honestly, don't make up stories. How much you got paid in Miami?
I will tell you exactly what I make. 50. I moved from Warsaw.
So 35.50, right? Then
Warsaw to Miami. Then Miami to Pottsville, I got 2,800.
Plus 2,800. Okay. Then you did had it. And now for Syracuse with two drops, how much you getting paid?
2,500.
Plus 2,500. So you have 88.50 on gross. Divide by our total miles, 34.15. So you are at 260 per mile. That's why you need to know this number. When you call, what you're gonna do? You keep this map, and when you're gonna choose the load, you're gonna add and see how much they pay. So you see, is this load gonna bring you up or down, right?
Okay.
So that's why you need to have two maps. So keep this map and then make me another window where you're gonna only have Webersville, Michigan, and you're gonna look what you've been thinking. You look at all of this, right?
Yes.
Okay. How easy it is for you to compare long distance and a short distance? Don't you think that you need to break this into at least two postings? You want to separate East Coast, you want to separate West Coast, and you want to separate Midwest. Otherwise, you looking and you thinking that, oh my God, 3,500 is great, but when you look at the miles, so let's add it to your post. You open each plan, you know what you're dealing about. If you open, for example, East Coast, you know that it's a tolls, that this and that, right? So this is a different rate per mile. If you're going all the way West Coast, well, the rate is gonna go, so it's gonna be easier for you to choose. So find me the highest paying load to Z9, Z8 right now.
I have a Gunnersville, Alabama going to Van Buren, Michigan.
What time is the pickup?
It's at 6 p.m. tonight. It delivers Thursday morning at 8:15 a.m.
Is that chicken load?
It is.
And who is the receiver in Michigan? Costco. Can I have zip code for the pickup?
The pickup is 35976.
76. Are you paying?
I can do 16 on it.
Well, it's without that, it's like almost 860 miles. It's 2-day transit.
From
I mean, we are in Montgomery to Gun. We have Deadhead 174 miles. So this is a lot of Deadhead, man. So what I want you to concentrate, go to the plan where we have Midwest. I want you to take shorter load, maybe ending up in Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, and from there take a strong load because they will be paying on Thursday. Nobody wants to go to West Coast on Thursday and prices are going to be higher. So call and ask for details. See if you can get $1,200 because you can pick up early. It can be straight through or it can be early delivery. You're going to be in a strong area. So then you can take your strong load over weekend because you're not, are you celebrating Christmas?
No,
Okay, so you're driving, right? So
Yes.
you want to make sure that on Thursday, you are in a good area where you're going to have power of negotiations because most of the people, they want to be home with family, yes?
Right, yes.
Dispatch.
Hey, good morning. Just calling about a truck busting today in Alabama.
What do you,
Don't wanna...
yes, what do you have, sir?
I got a load heading to New Jersey. That'd be of interest to you.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not going to go to East Coast. Thank you.
Pick up how many drops?
One pickup, 2 drops.
Oh, okay.
Be empty Friday morning.
Oh, I'm sorry. We cannot do that. Sorry about that. Thank you. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna start
Amen.
by
Okay, Amen. You are dispatcher now. You're not just a driver. First, can I have zip code for pickup? Can I have zip
Right.
code for delivery? First. Secondary, you don't do this, but now you are sales. You're not just a driver. Do you have anything else with one pick, one drop? So you just
Okay.
lost an opportunity to build a relationship, right, Tommy? Yes, he's
Right.
calling you. He might have say, well, unfortunately, we do not do. Don't just say, oh, no, it's too cheap. No, we don't do that. We do not do multi-pick, multi-drop. Do you have anything else? I have an early truck, good equipment. We can do anything to Midwest, maybe West Coast. Reality is, do we want to have, Tommy, 2 drops going to dead North Carolina with delivery on Friday before Christmas and then what? Get stuck? He's going to sit there till Monday. He has no family in North Carolina.
Yeah, no.
Right? Okay, but Amen, the negotiation has to be now as a pro dispatcher, not just a driver. Got
Right.
it? Okay,
Right.
so let's go back to that.
And sometime we go to Missouri and then go back to LA and then
Okay,
back.
but you take straight loads from East Coast, go West Coast?
Sometime, but not this time. Like
they-
sometime before when we
they
get,
don't really pay. So you, even if you got a good paying load to East Coast, kind of good point, your load from East Coast going back to Los Angeles is killing your rate because nobody pays from East Coast to go West Coast usually.
yes.
Okay, so
So
what do you need to do? You need to start breaking your tri-hole, right? Let's say
Right.
California to East Coast to Indiana, East Coast to Michigan, East Coast to Illinois, and then, or Missouri, Oklahoma, and then to West Coast, right?
right.
Okay, so this is not gonna work. So Sterling, Illinois, this is a Walmart. Albany, Illinois, this is a Walmart. Write it down. So that's Walmart. Grandview, Washington, it is Walmart for sure, right? Tama, Wisconsin, it is gonna be Walmart. So when you see that city, it is gonna be Walmart. So when TQL is not gonna tell you, you know that it's a Walmart. So Sterling, Albany, Illinois, Tama, Wisconsin, Grandview, Washington, and those are not easy Walmarts. That's why I want you to write, because we have a lot of Walmarts, but those are not easy. Why? Because they receive a lot. So it's impossible. Taking care of nonsense. Unfortunately, I have an early truck. That's what you need to advertise. So that's why right there, did you see that I see that he had another one? You were supposed to look and see, wow, this guy has another one going to Tama. And did that pickup change? 9 a.m. to next day. Is that better transit?
Yes, better.
So do we have to be able to look at our surroundings and other loads? on this load board. So what can you organize? So if you got somebody on a phone from Legion, you can say, well, this doesn't work, but I see you have posted truck also to Tama, Wisconsin. Does it make sense, Tommy? Yes.
Yeah.
You have somebody on a phone, you have other options, and it also
Hello?
shows that you know what you're doing, right? Since you know your plan, since you know where you have to be, should you continue killing her brains? Besides, she has a good score. Well, I would love to work with you in the future. Can we get set up? Extra setup with a good broker is good. Secondary, how politely you can stop this? Well, you can say, unfortunately, we don't do partial, but if you have anything else, I have early truck again, empty early, E-Trax, good equipment. Do you have anything else to go to Midwest or West Coast? Yes or no?
Yes.
That's why she's like, I hear her in the background. I hear her in the background. Who is she? Who the hell is she? Is pushing me here, right? So that's what you have to get to. Well, guys, your problem is you still talking as just a driver. Now you're not just a driver. You know the steps. You know what is important. So you need to go back to being a dispatcher. Although you are driving the truck, so you know what you need, right?
Right.
Do you understand why it's switching? Because when you all over the place, what's gonna happen? I mean, they gonna give you the best rates? No.
No.
They're gonna take, and they've been taking advantage of you. That's why you personally, that structure has to be so strong. Then they're gonna feel, well, he knows his shit, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because we do, guys. I gave you enough knowledge to understand what we're looking for, plus be realistic, because it can sound good even if she gives you 25. Oh, I'll go to Alabama, and then what are you gonna do there?
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, especially if you ain't got something coming, a shipment coming up out of there.
Plus,
That's
again,
amazing.
what is the challenges next week, guys? Christmas is on Saturday. What's happening? Most of the companies already giving what? Friday off,
Friday
half of the
off,
day,
yeah.
and Monday, because
Yep.
this is cheaper for them to let people go than pay them overtime. So every time we have holiday on Saturday, on Sunday, pay attention to that Friday and Monday for sure. Are you gonna trust broker? Even if you book the load, you're gonna call them and ask till what time are you really working on Christmas, day before Christmas and after Christmas. You never gonna trust broker. You're gonna make few phone calls. Shipper and receiver, yes? Because you don't
Yes.
want to be stuck then for 3 days with no loads. Okay, good job. It's guys start making sense.
Thank you for calling, Hoosier. This is Mark. I can help you today.
Yeah, how you doing, Mark? I'm calling about your load picking up in Waukegan, Illinois, going to Edwardsville.
I'm doing good, brother. Absolutely. Let me see if I can find that one for you. What's the reference number?
8839.
8839. Let me see if I can find that. Might be covered. Let me check though. Yeah, unfortunately, that Waukegan one is booked out. I don't have any more Waukegan ones. I have a few others picking up tomorrow, like Elmira, Eau Claire, Green Bay, but those are all going far west. James, let me know what zip code you want. I have Elmira going to Aurora, Colorado. I have Eau Claire going to Rialto, California. Green Bay going to Flint, Michigan. Aspen. Oh no, those are going out later. Yeah. So only ones for tomorrow are going to be the Lomira, the Eau Claire, and Green Bay. If you want zip codes, I'm ready.
I'm going to California.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want zip codes for that one?
Yeah, let me get a zip code.
Zip code for Eau Claire is 54703, and delivery is going to be 92376. Real quick, brother, never got your MC. What's your MC number?
It's 300 miles away. Tell him.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, we're in Chicago area.
Yeah. Sorry, the only ones I'm going to have is going to be that Eau Claire, Lomira, and Green Bay, if either of those are closer. I know, obviously, I don't want to make your driver drive 2 days.
But do you have the Lomira, Eau Claire on Thursday, so we can do the short run tomorrow and then pick up Thursday and go to California?
Let me check, actually. Might be a gap here between. I don't think I have anything left Thursday. I have Fridays, but that's all up to you guys. I have Caston, in Jefferson, Wisconsin, all in the same order. They're going to go Sarasota, Florida, Daytona Beach, Florida, and Brooklyn, New York.
Well, thank you for checking.
Oh, wait, no, those are all reefer loads. Shoot. In that case, I don't have any vans left. I apologize. In that case, all I'm going to have left is the Eau Claire to Flint, or sorry, Eau Claire to Rialto and Green Bay to Flint.
Okay. Well, thank you for checking.
No problem at all. You guys have a great one.
All right, you too.
Okay. See, when two guys talk, it's a little bit different talk. You guys don't really have emotions. You don't really push people. You don't really joke. It's like, okay, dude. Okay, brother. Okay, let's talk. It's like, that's why it's so boring when the guys dispatch trucks. Come on, guys. You have to step up. We need entertainment. Set for 5:58, and also you need to validate. Well, this is over Christmas. This is a holiday load. First, we're going to Oregon, and we need to pay extra for going to Oregon. This is a tanker endorsed guy. So you need all of this, and you're not even willing to pay? Goodbye, Scotland Logistics.
Can deliver, well, it's a little late now. I was going to say you can deliver first thing in the morning, but I don't think you do that anymore. But it's set for the Thursday now at 3 a.m.
Okay, who is a receiver in Columbus?
It's McLean's. It's just a transfer. It's going McLean to McLean.
Yeah,
It'll
but
be really quick load, really quick offload. I think it's like 2,000 pounds. Maybe
okay.
less.
And how much are you paying?
I think I'd be around 1,500.
1,500. Well, it's like I have the lowest I can do is going to be 2,000.
I'm kind of shorthanded on the information because they literally were just like, all right, pick this up and take it over to Ohio.
Who is a shipper in Cordell?
It is McLean. So they're
also McLean. Yeah, I mean
yeah,
the thing is, I'm 172 miles opposite way. So I mean, you know, if I would be in Cordell, then yes, it can work. But 175 miles, it just cannot. I cannot justify that. Sorry.
Okay, well, I can get it. Give me a holler.
Okay, sounds good. And boys, look, are we gonna go through Wyoming? Are we gonna go through Utah right now when Wyoming last week was closed 3 days? So no. So you need to add. So you need to add at least Oklahoma City. Add after Hammond, Indiana. Add Oklahoma City. So you are taking 40 to go. Since you're not going, Tommy, through Wyoming, what's happened? Look how many more miles we have now. So now that 4,300 is not really good money, right?
1 p.m. on Thursday. It's going to deliver on Monday at 8 a.m.
Okay, what is a commodity?
What is the commodity?
25,000 pounds of catering trays, all palletized, clean and palletized. I got 2,900 on grade.
2,900. No, that's not enough. It's going 1996 miles. Is there anything else you can do with the rate for that? Because that's not going to be enough.
Not at the moment. We still got a few days to cover this one. Looks like they're going to stay firm with that rate. Can I get your MC and log your offer for now?
What did we just learn? We even help in Ammon. So from Chicago, nobody pays to California. So my suggestion would be for Ammon, if he wants to go to California, probably go to Washington and then go down because that's gonna pay. You don't want to end up going straight to California. They do not pay.
Get you guys 2,400 if you guys can make that delivery by 8 a.m.
We can make a delivery 8 a.m., but we need to get money 2,500, which is market paying. We are not asking much, but we need at least 2,500.
I mean, actually, the market rate going that way is about 22.
No, man, I checked with the DAT power, so it says 25.17, but it's still not enough money.
I mean, it's East Coast. It's
And East Coast,
you know. Change your mind, let me know. Like I said, I did have my customer get 24.
Yeah.
I agree to that. If you guys can make that 8 a.m.
Yeah, we can do the delivery at AM, but we need to stick with the 25 because East Coast not paying much to backhaul, so we are not able to do so for 2,400. 25 are best. We ask for 27, but we still able to do for 25, but we are not look to that. So call me back if you can get from your management approval for 25. We are still for you
Yeah, I'll be here.
available.
I already talked to my customer. They said 25 they can't do. They can get you guys 24. If you guys could do 8 a.m. I mean, that's all I can get for you guys. Like I said, I did talk to them already. They couldn't give out any more. So if you guys do decide to change your mind, I can easily put you guys on this. Like I said, you guys got a great about 8 a.m. delivery, but unfortunately, they did turn down 25 already.
Reality of this. You have his number. He already know where you at. Yes, you have early truck. So then pause. Did you pause at Gardens, Pennsylvania and see what can you do on Thursday? So maybe concentrate on that for the next 5 minutes. See if you can at least get out to Columbus, at least get out back to Michigan for Friday. Then you can call him back. Okay. He needs you. Why he needs you? Because you are early truck. Plus, it's a deadhead. Plus, most of the people do not want to go to East Coast because everybody wants to get back to family for Christmas. And most of the majority of drivers live where? Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, right? And whoever's on East Coast, they're going to stay on East Coast. So that's why they are not in Michigan tomorrow, because they're already on East Coast. They don't want to jeopardize because they know around holidays, it's a different reality. So to go West Coast, it has to be Oregon, Washington. From there, we're going to go to California. And that's what we saw from the rates, from phone calls. Because whatever they order Maryland, well, she should be that sassy and say, what the hell are you doing there? What are you smoking there, right? Because this was like, it was like a slap on the face. 2,900, 2,000 miles over weekend to go to California over Christmas. Come on. And he's like, oh, I have a few days to cover. Yeah. And who is gonna take it, Maryland? And that's why they're not paying. Why? Because also a lot of drivers have to get back to family. So that's why they know the reality. So somebody will take it for 2,900 because of the Christmas. Pick up?
Picks up anytime between 4:30 a.m. and 12:30 p.m., but it would need to be a pretty early pickup because it's a 2 p.m. delivery in Eau Claire.
Oh, yeah, he's empty already. And can I have zip code for delivery?
Yeah, it's 54703.
54703. Is that Walmart there?
Yeah, Walmart to Eau Claire.
Okay. And what is the commodity?
It's going to be palletized food. It's 23,000 pounds.
Okay. And how much are you paying?
We're looking to be at 800 in that range.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's straight through. I mean, it's a shorter load. If I have to do it, I have to be at 1,100, hun. But he's empty today. We are set up.
Let me see if I can do something there.
What does it mean straight through, Tommy?
Straight through, no stops.
Yeah, no stops. But what does it mean straight through? Marilyn, what does it mean straight through?
Just one pick, one drop?
No.
Same day delivery.
Same day pickup, same day delivery. Yeah, no stops, but same day. One pick, one drop can be picking up today, delivering 10 days later. Okay, so
same day delivery. Okay.
Same day delivery, same day pickup, same day. That's why you have to be realistic. How early he can pick up? Because look at the map. Yes, it's 5 hours, but delivery is at 2 o'clock in Walmart, right? Look at this. So you have to pick up at least at 7, 8 o'clock, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You do 1,000 even.
1,000. Can I call you right back? Because Steven, can you give me 2 minutes and I'll call you right back?
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
You don't have extension, right? No extension?
No, this is my direct line. Yeah.
Okay, Steven, call you right back. Let me just double check with him. Still pick up what? We can still pick up something in Wisconsin after 2 because this would be a good area. So $1,000 for 287, easy run. Then something, so it can work. But what is the thing? I asked my driver now because he said I am available anytime tomorrow. Now when I texted him, what did he say? Oh, I just met a new girl. I'm taking her for breakfast tomorrow. Find me something after 2. Those girls are messing up with my dispatch. So do you have to verify every time you ask driver, because he's home today, right? So he does restart. So in the morning he told me anytime, if this is a good load straight through for $1,000 and being in Wisconsin getting, but do you think I can convince him maybe you should just take her for dinner today and don't take her for breakfast? But I guess he has his plans already, right, Tommy? So yeah, he wants to go to breakfast. So here's reality, right, Tommy? We try so hard. So we need to go back and make sure the driver changed the plans. Well, kids, it's 2:16. Let's talk about this. Okay. So why dispatch? What did you do before? Why do you want to be a dispatcher?
Well, I drive 18-wheelers, and I'm looking to open up a company. So the dispatching and as well as the safety class.
Okay. How did you find me? YouTube?
Yeah, I found you on YouTube. I used to watch all your videos. So I already knew I was going to take your class. And the information that I got from the class is I definitely know I can succeed with the information that I got in the class to be a professional. And it just take practice, go over the homework that we got, because we got plenty of homework. And then you gave us, all the tools that we needed. So it's like before I took your class, I wasn't doing none of this, none of these steps. So now you gave me the tools I need, and I feel like I definitely can succeed, as long as I just continue with the repetition of the phone calls and the steps and things like that.
So would you recommend us?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I definitely recommend you.
Okay, sounds good. So see, Tommy, at least we have some recommendation for the big dudes. Thank you, Dorian. I'm just kidding. I'm go back on Tommy. But I can tell you this, very pleased. I mean, I've been watching you today, and I can see that you've been reading, and again, you were a driver. So before, probably even driving, right? You looked at things differently. Now you have to look at dispatch view, succeed in operational calls, and wait until you still need to add safety and compliance. That's going to be totally different dispatch. When this is your company, when you need to make sure it's growing, that safety and compliance, sometimes you will say no to some things because you want to make sure that you keep growing. You're not going to kill your company with one load, which might give you $500 more, because you will have that extra knowledge. So, but thank you so much. I mean, very, very pleased with you performing in a class, because, I can feel my future stars. Let's go to our super negotiator today. Amen. So let's see. Why would you sign up? Why would you waste your money? Usually drivers know it all, especially, let's be realistic, drivers with our background, Eastern Europeans, they know it all. People from your region also know it all. Why would you sign up?
I figure out you are very information sharing on, because I first saw you on a TikTok. So usually I found out you are giving a actual knowledge, which I was doing, which is little different than other people's, which I see this is what I'm looking for, what I need to, because I was not happy with my own service, with another service where I'm getting the dispatching service. They are sending me wherever they're doing that had so much. And you are like, sorry, my screen just mess up. So I see like you are like giving actual knowledge, and you are like giving extra like knowledge to everyone, whoever wants to succeed in their business. So kind of I'm expanding my business, I'm expanding more products, but I need to be at least know my cost. But since I'm watching you are telling step by step, this is your cost per mile. I never have it done before. So I see you are like doing like a pro thing, which is I should know better for my business to succeed more. So I feel like I should join you. First, I just looking at your all videos, scrolling on YouTube, on TikTok, whatever I can figure out what I should spend it or no, but I see then I should spend it for my better future if I want to succeed. So I highly recommend this class for everyone,
Thank
whoever
you,
wants to be a dispatcher. I learn a
and I
lot.
want to see you grow. So that 2 trucks, I mean, this is going to be challenging year. So we're not going to be adding any trucks in the next 6 months, right? Because we have to be realistic. But when the market flips, I want to see that transition to 10 trucks and you not driving, because you do have you do have potential. You are a business oriented person. I see the skills. So back to background, people gonna feel comfortable with you. It's gonna be no problem for you to get owner operators under UMC. You're good. I check the safety. You need to figure out that region so you can actually grow and manage. So that's why you have potential right now. Start practicing on you do the smarter. So I've seen it today from the first phone call, and it's today only 1 day. Then you start putting all this together. So if you start doing it, like, you know, like you told that guy, listen, this is pencil. So you're going to start thinking what I'm going to do tomorrow. Is it holiday? Oh, it's not. In 2 weeks, you're going to see different Ammon, and it's going to be Ammon who sticks to his numbers, and they going to feel that. They going to feel that. So sometimes go to the point, make sure that you tell them, well, unfortunately, I know my cost. I cannot do that less than 25 because of the tolls, because of the holidays. Take it or leave it. But of course, be realistic, right? Sometimes you need that load, but I can see improvement already. So you have a big potential, and that's for dispatch, and they promise you something. Why? Because again, outsourcing, they can afford sit there and dispatch you for $50 per load or whatever, right? But that's but they not here. They don't understand how much it costs to run trucking. And if you are not sleeping home, if you're not eating your dinner, if you are away, well, it should be a profitable business. Otherwise, you'd better quit trucking and go work in McDonald's.
Right.
Right? So that's why dispatchers, guys, all of you, if you're not taking care of the carriers and they're not making money, don't be at dispatchers, because they do not deserve it. The Tommy's family does not deserve to be on the road and not to make profit.
Yeah, that's primarily what
that's how you.
And I've been on the other side of that, so I know that.
And that's why you guys
have to pull from you're pulling from everywhere to keep that truck rolling.
You pull from your savings, and you start borrowing from family members. Then you start having wars because you have no income to give it back, right? Yes, that happens. And
100%.
I can tell you this: family businesses, right? Dorian, Tommy, and everything. Pay attention to one thing. If Dorian is open his own company, that's great. Please don't believe that partnering with your own family is a great idea. They can work for you, but you can be a boss. No 50-50, no not trucking. You guys gonna stop talking to each other. Already proven so many times. So yes, they can work for you, but again, you have to treat them as everybody else. That's why I say, well, safety is gonna be the same, you know, right? If I have to check, you have to check. If you're not gonna be responsible, unfortunately, I don't care if you're my real brother, my cousin, or brother from another mother, you're not gonna ruin my trucking. Guys, this is something which you have to understand. Trucking is so hard to fix. And the moment you lose that safety, the moment you lose that MC, what happened? Actually, for 3 years, legally, you cannot open another MC. So that's why you see that people opening MC on a husband, on a wife, then they're like, oh, can I open MC because he's already lost his chances. Insurance checking you, FMCSA checking you. So that's why if you come to this, come with a knowledge and come not to close at MC, but grow correctly. And to grow correctly, dispatch and safety is a must. I mean, assertive sounds way better. I can take assertive. I don't like aggressive.
All right.
Yes. Because you want to see me aggressive. You want to see the Ukrainian side. Well, you're not gonna like it.